Alright, so that thing's working, this thing's working, this thing's working. And I didn't get any rendering done yesterday. Yay! Oh my god. Yum, 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 yum. I wonder if I can put on some, like, Pokemon music now. Alright, let's see. For 11 minutes, damn. Alright. Alright. Let's try to ice the eye real quick before we get started. Okay, there it is. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. All right. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Alright, let's look at snakes from Pokemon. Snaky Pokemon. Alright. It's kind of wild. The snake Pokemon are, I'm not gonna lie, are kind of wild with the Pokemon, because like there's only like one actual like snake well, I say one, maybe like two. There's like two snake Pokemon that are like actual snakes, and then anything serpentine is considered a snake. Like some people consider Dunsparce or the Dunsparce a snake. To be fair though, it is based off of a yokai, which is kind of cool. Alright. Okay, that should be good. And then we go here. No, that's the wrong button. That is also the wrong button. There it is. I keep trying to get used to this new setup, and it's driving me nuts. Let me just isolate that real quick. Okay. I do think as far as like starters is concerned, Snivy has like a better image of what a Pokemon, a starter Pokemon that's a snake would probably look like, but I don't want to just copy the silhouette, especially since the vibe is very clearly different. It's not the vibe, it's not right, it's off. I do need to make this a very simple shape. Maybe a bigger head. It is starting to look a little bit like Ogre Palm, I'm not gonna lie. Like little Ogre Palm. This is Ogre Palm's little buddy.
Crimson.
Hey.
Sadly, I will not be able to attend today.
That's okay.
Hang out on my way to work, but then I'll probably go to work. So.
Aww.
I gotta be there till 5 today. Maybe even longer, depending, because I was going to do more hours for this guy who wanted to stay for the Bills game.
Right.
But they never changed the schedule on the digital thing. And knowing them, they'll be too lazy to do it, because if they did that, they'd have to give me 2 half-hour breaks. So they're not going to do that.
That's fair.
But manager problem, not mine. they didn't listen to him, so nothing I can do about it.
I'm rendering the Pokemon.
Can I see before I leave?
Yes.
Reconnect while I'm driving.
Squish.
Wash.
Squish, squish.
Squish, wash.
Squishy, squishy. You're a fishy. Because you stinky.
No. No, I'm not Spirit.
You're fish.
Blub. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna bounce. I'll reconnect in about 3 minutes or so.
Okay. Bye. You left already. Oh no. Oh my god, is my thing not reacting again? God damn it. Literally just... Boop, 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 boop. Man. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. But why are you not reacting still? Wah. Why are you not reacting? Okay. Okay. Reactive. Because I remembered this time. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-doop, bop, boop. Okay, because the thing isn't reacting. That's so weird. Okay. I guess we're not working today. Oh. Alright. So, let's keep going. Just one thing after another, right?
Cyberpunk, dang, gamer. Okay.
Whoa. You good? Oh. The bork. The bork is silent. I just realized I didn't post about the stream, so I gotta post about it. Do 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 do. Boop boop ba doop.
Okay.
You good?
Yep, I'm good now. Connectivity crap.
I boop. I boop your boop.
So far, Crimson.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you cut out for a hot second.
Crimson?
Yes. Oh, he's cutting out bad. He's gone. He's gone.
Okay.
You
Is
good?
it?
I can hear you.
Am I good?
I can hear you.
Okay. That's good. I'll take it.
Yum yum.
Nom nom.
Yum yum.
So how's your day been, Crimson?
Well, it's only just started.
Fair.
I got some like I feel like it's a backhanded compliment.
Okay.
It's one of those times where it's like it's a backhanded compliment. It's so I posted never stop drawing, and the comment said, please never stop, learn your anatomy like the back of your hand. And I'm like, okay, that might be a vote of encouragement, but I also kind of like in my head I'm interpreting it as going like, is my anatomy off? Like
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird.
So now I'm like in my head. Do 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 boop ba doop boop boop do do.
Don't you just love waking up in the morning with a sore on your lip, on your tongue, your lip, and pained ankle?
Try it on your eye.
What?
On your eye.
No, going on my eye?
No, I'm saying try it on your eye.
Ow. That is painful.
Not really. To be honest, it's just kind of mildly annoying. The only problem is that if your job requires a lot of like maintenance of yourself, it's a little harder.
Fair.
Do, do, do.
Also, may I please invade your house and steal your corn?
No. I need
Why?
those.
Why do you need corn?
Too bad. I claim Upsy Daisy.
Well, popcorn will also suffice if corn is what you do not have, because it is out of season.
I booped the booty.
Oh,
Boop it!
no!
Booping!
Never!
Boop boop. Oh, this pose actually is working out really nice.
Booping is forbidden!
Not in my stream, it's not.
Dancing is forbidden.
Not in my stream, it's not.
You can't just answer everything with not in my stream, it's not.
I can and I will.
You just didn't, so you failed.
I just did, so I won. And it's my stream, so yeah, I do.
Failed.
So fuck you.
Nuh-uh.
Yaha.
Lived out.
Nom nom.
I have none up to me, but I have to heat them up.
Why do you have to beat him up?
So I gotta heat them up.
Oh. That would be more effective.
I don't want to beat up cold pizza. It's cool. I'm not a cruel individual, Crimson.
Yes, you are. Cold, heartless bastard. Yaha.
It's leg.
Since yesterday.
How?
Because you're stinky.
How am I stinky for coming to the stream?
You're stinky.
No, Spirit is stinky. I am not Spirit. I can't draw.
You're stinky.
That is mean.
Boop.
I mean, I'll probably be stinky because I have to deal with a lot of onions today.
This is also fair.
They always put me in the hard section of produce, which is where all the onions and potatoes are. Which is probably the dirtiest produce in the store. I am glad though that I'm finally going to get cross-trained to a different a department that is less mentally and physically taxing than carrying, or more like pulling and pushing a runner full of about 300 pounds of bananas.
I like the way this is turning out right now.
So, considering we thought of the idea of the enemy team, like the enemy team for this region, what would you like to name it? Or are we just gonna stick with the peanut name?
So you're Team Pan.
Team Pan?
Team Pan.
Huh.
I feel like the logo would be like a P, kind of similar to like in a similar font to Team Galaxy.
Okay.
But the P is like a tree.
Oh.
I don't know, it seems very dumb. I might develop that later.
I get the Team Pan just makes it sound like it's a team dedicated to frying pans.
Pan is also the name of the god of the wild in Greek mythology.
But that's also kind of out there, so you can take a lot of thinking.
Bleh.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Adam Sandler doesn't say blah blah blah.
Yes, he does. He also chokes on his dick.
How though?
Because reasons. Oh, I saw Nosferatu the other day.
How was it?
It was really good.
Did he flicker a light switch?
He did not flicker a light switch.
Other movies failed.
He did, however, he was a gross rat plague man, which I loved.
Didn't flicker a light switch even once, there he fails. So says the meme said.
Let's hear. And also, sorry. Also, like it feels like a proper horror movie, though I can understand some people's kind of their reservations about the movie, because it does take away some of the context, but some of the context isn't really valued right now. Like, there are some things that happened then that don't happen now, that were in the original movie, or at least what we think is in the original movie, because it's like all chopped up.
Yeah.
He does have a giant mustache.
But why?
Because it was popular at the time. And it makes him look grosser.
Hey. I'm just imagining Nosferatu from SpongeBob with a handlebar mustache.
Please don't.
It's too late.
No.
It's already in motion.
No.
Very windy today.
Yum, nom, nom. Wow. Oh, it has no fangs. It's just a happy baby.
Always the happy.
It's so happy to see you. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Maybe you just got defanged.
You don't know that. It's a baby Pokemon. Maybe they just haven't come in yet.
That's true.
He's a little baby. He hasn't. His baby fangs haven't come out of his baby face. He also kind of looks like a little pancake. Look at the distinguished pancake gentleman. Deku deku maru, deku deku maru, deku deku maru, ayo.
Crimson, out of both of these two situations, which would you prefer? Stepping on a Lego once per day, or stubbing your toe once per day?
Stepping on a Lego.
Really?
Yeah, because I have shoes most of the day.
Oh.
Like, I don't take off my shoes. As long as I don't take off my shoes, I'm fine. Stubbing my toe means that I'm physically hurting my foot.
True.
Deku deku maru.
Tomorrow.
Sorry.
Should be.
Your face should be sorry. Yo, mama should be sorry.
Hey, you're not my mom.
Boops you.
She had to deal with it.
Boops you. I know, I feel sorry for her.
Apparently they had like a really crappy DJ wherever they went to Spain. Apparently they went to like some weird marble cafe.
Okay.
I don't know. It's completely out of character, so I don't know.
Maybe she found a nice Captain America.
Nah. Fortunately, she's stuck with a. I'm trying to think of a comparison. A Boston blob.
That's not very nice. The Blob is a very nice man.
He's not. He crushes people.
And? I wish to be crushed in between your thighs.
He's got a Mo Howard haircut. He's not hot.
Then why didn't you say Guy Gardner?
Well, yes. Well, the thing is, Guy Gardner isn't fat.
Hey, he's got a little muscle to it. He's got like that muscle where it's like it makes him look fatter than he actually is.
True.
You know what I mean? Like where like he's chunky, but in the same way that like a gym teacher should be chunky.
Oh, well, again, the guy I'm describing is completely the opposite.
Is it because he is the Blob?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like you would put this Pokemon in competitions.
It's a snake. You put snakes in competitions.
It's got like a little like pose. I don't know why I'm drawing it in this pose, but it's very cute. I don't know.
You gotta remember to draw the platypus and the DDD.
I am going to do that, but today is going to be focusing on rendering the fire starter.
Okay.
Mostly because I know that's going to take that rendering each of them will take a little bit more time. And I have things to do today.
Hey, Crimson, I know what we're gonna do today.
What are we going to do today?
Your mom.
No. Leave my mama out of this. Yo.
I'm surprised that you got your mom on Chemo Net.
Yo mama.
About mama.
Yo mama.
She done nothing today. She stopped everything because she had to go to the bathroom.
Huh.
That's her story. Okay? Oh, that's a dick. The moment we pull in, but the person has taken the only spot that lets you go and park in the forward lane. What a bitch.
Mm.
The only part about working at a grocery store is you can only park in the white spots, and the customers don't know that, so they just park there. Make life harder.
Let's see here. Look at his sweet little head tilt. He goes like wee.
The Nintendo Wii.
Wee!
I'm debating on getting a Wii again.
I don't think it's worth it. Unless you're planning on just playing Wii games. I think that just waiting for the Switch is better, because at least then you're updating.
But the thing, oh no, I already have a Switch. But I want to get a Wii just so I can play the motion control games that you can't play on any other one.
You could still play on them. I think that they still have like some decent ones, but I think that most of the time they're a little they're not quite as good as you remember them being.
I want to play Mario and Sonic in the Winter Olympic Games.
Oh, that's always a classic, actually.
That and Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
I don't know why, but you do you. You do you, boo-boo.
Because you can't find them any other console, and you can't emulate them without having to do a whole bunch of shit.
They're coming out with a new Sonic Olympic game.
They are they?
Yeah.
Source.
Okay. You get to figure skate now.
I just want to know source because I remember the Olympics dropped Mario and Sonic for the last couple of years because they just wanted to support NFTs. I'm not even joking.
That's your...
Which is why the last Mario and Sonic Olympic Games was not really that good.
Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games. This was in... That one was in 2020.
It wasn't that good.
I'm pretty sure they were going to make another one. Oh, here we go. Alright.
They should do a winter one next because the winter ones are more fun.
Oh, okay. I found out why. It's not because of NFTs, though.
Okay.
It was because... I mean... It was in part 2 that, but it wasn't like the whole thing. It was actually because they're not really that profitable anymore. They sold less than 1 million last time.
It's because the last one was just bad. Blame the developers.
I would, but the problem is that in this particular case, in opening box weekend, they should have sold way more than that. Period.
I mostly just blame the Switch for just not being able to... Well, actually, no, it's not. No, it was the game. It wasn't the Switch.
The Switch is good.
No, the game was just... They tried to incorporate playing 2D Olympic games and tried to go retro, and it just didn't work.
I'm gonna try making the sneaky chunky.
I'm gonna head out. I'll see you around.
See ya! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Do 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 do.
Break free with the new
Ah!
GX, the browser that puts you in control.
I already have it. Fuck you. Hmm. Do 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 do. Hmm. I think it looks just a little too extra baby. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 dum. Ba da 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 dum. Do 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 do. No, it's just me. Tired. No pancake. Uh, do. Mm. What da, da, da. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Hmm. Mm. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. This one has potential, but this one feels like the most completed idea. This pose is a little boring, but it probably registers as a starter more. Then this one over here is just kind of like chilling out. It's a little, I feel like it's a little too expressive for the Pokemon art. Hmm. I'm a little tired myself this morning. Oh. Mm. Wow, chat's pretty dead today. But at least I'm getting some artwork done. It's kind of nice. Let's see her. I like this pose. But I think that I like... But I think that when I look at it, I like... I still like the idea of it being like a little chunkier. And making the tail a little shorter will probably illustrate baby. Little first baby. I'm giving it 2. Give it just the ever so slightest of head tilts. Do, 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 do. Okay. Alright, I like this. I like the expression. I like how it's a little chunkier. And I think this still feels relatively Pokemon. Does look, however, immensely derpy. Look at his derpy little face. The derpy little face is derpy. The derpiest little faces. I don't want to over design it. Ugh, oh god. But maybe you just put like a little rock here. Little jewel. We can turn it into something else later. There we go. Alright. Alright, and let's get a textured pen in here. Oh. Rough pen. A little better. Flat marker. No. This one's a little better, but let's see if I can get... No, it's... So far this one's looking the best. I noticed that like a lot of my favorite starter designs look like they have head empty energy. And it's very funny. Like, hold on. Let's hear it. Let's look at the starters. Starter Pokemon. Just like head empty energy. Like some of them do. Like my favorite right now is like Fuecoco. And then previous to that, I loved Grookey and I liked Rowlet. And I was partial to Squirtle, but I think that I was very into the idea of Froakie. I don't know. I'd love just like a head empty crew. Though I guess we got something similar with the Legends of Arceus, because Legends of Arceus has like Oshawott, Rowlet, and Cyndaquil, and they also kind of somewhat have head empty energy. Hmm. If anybody else has like a Pokemon like ideations, or like when you design a Pokemon, do you design it based on like what you thought the starter would look like in the beginning, or would you like start from a final evolution and build up from there? Mm-hmm. I think the one thing I'm really trying to avoid with the fire starters specifically, I think I want to avoid making them into a. I want to avoid making them look just villainous. I don't think that's productive for the character. Like, it looks. Look at the sweet boy. Look at his sweet little face. He's just so happy to see you. He's so happy to see you. Why ever would you want to disrupt this little booby? A little forked tongue, like just popping out. It's cute. All right. Hi, Idea Maker. Yeah, it was the fan favorite. That's why I wanted to start with this first. I wanted it to just look really friendly and outgoing. Just look at how curious it is to know about your day. It wants to know all about your day. Spill the tea. Excuse me. Ba ba boop boop. Do 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 do. Just woke up. I didn't even just wake up. Like, I woke up maybe like 2 hours ago. I don't think I ate yet. I never eat before these things. I should eat before these things. Boop 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 ba doop ba doop boop 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 ba doop boop boop ba doop ba doop boop 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 meh. Can you believe that we're already gonna be in Gen 10 soon? Drives me nuts. I'm just trying to find a reference. Jesus Christ. Whew. Blah, blah, blah. Food is good, that's why they rhyme. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long. I'm trying to find the damn reference that I'm looking for. Somebody made like 3D rendered ones, but I'm like, dude, can I get like the normal one where it's the original art? And you might be thinking, what about that one where it always has like the three stacked on top of each other? You would think that would work. You would think so. But no. No, apparently it says fuck you. All of it says fuck you. Alright. Using you all as reference. Hmm. Hmm. Wonder if I should just like thin out my lines just a little bit. So here, let's do thinner. Ah! Not that much thinner. Heh. It's a little better. I do enjoy this look. Alright, I'm gonna start it out with some, like, already pre-existing colors, just to see how they look on the little baby here. Do, 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 do. Kind of want to give them the implication of the thing. Oh, I guess it's going to be 3 years since Gen 9, huh? Would it be the best if they? It would be the best if they took a break from the mainline games so that they can have a overhaul. It's giving Cyndaquil vibes from the little guy. Nice approach. I'm right now. All that I'm doing is using some of the pre-existing, pre-existing types, that the pre-existing starters that already exist, and I'm using those color schemes to educate my own design. And this will change later. But I wanted to still kind of play around with the ideas here. Sure. Because I don't want it to just be like traditional Pokemon colors, but then again, there's not really any. There's like a color scheme that they follow, but it's not necessarily like a end all be all. your booty! No! No booby, no booty! No booby, no booty! Booty must not be boobed. The booty is sacred. How you doing? It be thick though. You are correct. It would be it be thick. I'm glad you're well. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Do, do, boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Testing out all the color schemes. And then let's look up all the psychic rock. Do we have a psychic fire Pokemon? Oh god, oh yeah, Delphox is the psychic fire. And then not Sorelage was Armor Rouge here. Is he? Is it? Oh shit, it is. Huh. It's nice to know. I don't really get the psychic typing. I would probably think he would be more ghost typing, but he's just some dude. in an armor? I don't know. I feel like it feels a little weird. Sure. So let's look up at the psychic Pokemon. Alright. I'm seeing a lot of purples, a lot of... Honestly, it's a lot of variation. It's a lot of cooler colors. Seeing a lot of blues, a lot of, like, pinks, and yellows, and reds. It's a big pool. My Fennec is evolved into a furry. My Fennekin. I mean, it does. It does, though. That's not a lie. Oh, God. Do, 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 do. What if I put some purples on here? I know it's a poison type, but this purple is kind of used pretty unanimously. But not to put it on the main body, otherwise it just kind of looks like Ekans. And then maybe... I like the orange. That orange might be too much. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, we're cooking, Okay, I really like the way this one turns out. This one's my favorite so far. I'm trying not to make it register villain, though. I feel like this registers still really villain with the color scheme. Maybe that's just because of the black. Or, well, I say black. It's more of like a gray, Payne's gray. Bum, 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 bum. His attacks can still be red, orangey fire. Yeah, I think if this was animated, he'd still have like the red fire that comes out of it. I still like the purple I tried before, so let's try that. And then using this red. No, see that gets too close to Ekans. Let's keep to the yellow. Yeah, the yellow's doing it for me. Maybe not the eyes. Let's try that edgy style real quick. See if that looks. See how wild that looks. Okay, this is probably what I would probably think a snake, a fire snake Pokemon would probably look like. Like a fire starter would probably look like, as far as like what that Pokemon would look like in like a traditional game. I do think that still kind of, because the color scheme, it leans a little into like that villain role, which, to be fair, most of the Pokemon that we've kind of based this, or most of the characters we've based this Pokemon on have been snakes, and most snakes in Disney are villains, so it's kind of unavoidable there. But what I want to do is make one of them a hero and then one of them a antagonist. So with the starting Pokemon before the evolution continues, I need it to be I need it to come out and go like, hey, this is your friend, and I could be either right now. I don't know. Do you guys agree with that statement, or do you think that it could be it could have different colors? Because one game would have it evolve into a fire psychic. The other will evolve it into a fire rock. But that might change later too. I don't know. This is all really interesting for me. Let's see here. I think I'd keep the blue, honestly. The blue kind of looks cuter. I feel like the blue lightens the whole thing up and makes it feel like it makes it feel fun. It makes him feel like he wants to be your friend, and he wants to know why you're running away. Tales of Two, which means replay ability. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I kind of wish that for like a lot of the Pokemon regions. Like, I want the next game to have more differences than just like, oh, that has like this one Pokemon that you can only find in this one, and the box legendary you can find in this game, but you can't find it in the other game. And there's one thing that always bothered me, and that's the fact that it lacked variation. Why should I have 2 versions of the same game if the 2 versions only have like maybe save files too? Yeah, I do wish they had more than one save file. I mean, come on, man. Especially if you're doing like a Nuzlocke. I would like to be able to play a Nuzlocke in the first go around, keep that file, and then go to a different file. Thank you. But when it comes to like two games, right? Like if I'm getting 2 games or I'm buying 2 games, the legendaries and the 1 or 2 Pokemon that you can find to complete the dex is fine, but I wish for replayability reasons that we had like a little more variation. It doesn't have to be like, oh, like the story is completely different, because you're already getting the different legendary and maybe the 1 or 2 and maybe the different evil team, right? That's kind of what both versions of the game will do. It'll be like, oh, this is the new version of this is a different version of the game, and this is a good version of the game. But my thing is that a lot of the time, the replayability is from catching the Pokemon. It's not from the story. So my idea would be, what if before you finally evolve your Pokemon, you have to get an item that's story relevant. So like your Pokemon, in this particular case, originally it was like a steel dragon. So you would go to like a specific part of the game to grab a dragon scale, and then you would be able to evolve your Pokemon there. But in the other game, you would need, I think it's like a steel item, like a iron something. Like you would need to get this steel item, and the steel item then evolves your Pokemon into that. That was kind of the point of that one. And then like steel coat, that's what it was. And then like if it was the grass starter, you had to evolve it using high friendship in one game, but in the other game you would have to use, I think, oh god, what was it? It would have to be like poisoned and die at a certain level, and then it would come back to be the poison type. Let's hear. And then for the water starter, again, I didn't really have a plan for the water starter. I think that it was because it was an ice fighting. One was an water ice, one was water fighting, and then like the ice, very not fire specific requirements, but it really makes them stand out. Exactly, right? And then I think the water starter, I didn't really have a huge plan. I think it was just like you had to evolve it with an ice stone, but the ice stone was like really rare in this. Like you could only evolve it, like you could only find it in one area, and there was like a 1 in 1,000th chance of doing it. I don't know. And then the fighting type one, you had to use focus sash on it, and it had to be wearing that. But I don't know. I just realized I never made like a fossil Pokemon for this region. I don't think I made it that far. But honestly, it would have been so good to just have that. That would have been funny. I do like this design right now. I like the use of the blue, like the teal, the dark teal. Does it lean a little too Cyndaquil? Possibly. I think I could probably honestly I wonder what it would look like if I used like a map. Like a gradient map just to see it. I want to see it. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like. Just a little bit. I want to see what it looks like. Just a little bit. Let's see here. Where is it? I know that it's here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Not reverse grade. Actually, what is a reverse? Oh, dear Lord! Nope. Nope. No. That is a reverse gradient. Not doing that. That's your gradient map. Here it is. Okay. I want to see what it looks like. This black and white actually makes it very clear what... Oh my god! This is our fairy type! I have it on a holographic right now, so there's a lot of like holographic color schemes that are in here right now. I like the city pop style, honestly. Oh, that one looks really cute. Aww. Honestly, that one looks really cute. Okay, let's see what else we got. It looks so brown. Green, blue, purple. The purple is kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Ah. Oh, I kind of like this one, actually. This one's kind of cute. Might keep it for future reference. Sunset purple, okay. This feels like a water starter one, but let's keep going. Oh, this could be a fun color scheme for it being like kind of more based on that Indiana Jones ride with the snake, but with the cobra that comes to try to eat the people riding the ride. Barney is a dinosaur of our imagination. Oh god. Oh god, it's worse. Oh god, it gets worse.
Okay, I'm here.
Hello.
I might have been late.
Just a little bit. Just by like 2 hours.
Yeah. I have to get used to like you streaming more often.
I'm doing the thingies.
You appear to be painting.
I'm doing the thingies.
Chat. Good, everything's working at least. That means I'm here. That means I have like the chat enabled.
Yay. This one looks like an Applin. This looks like a different version of the Applin.
I might be like, I think with Pokemon is I know absolutely nothing about it, so I haven't the slightest clue.
This is good. It's still funny.
The it looks adorable at least.
I like this extrovert little baby. Look at his sweet little baby face.
Barney could be your friend too if you make believe him.
Yeah, I had to make believe him a lot because I had no friends.
My condolences. I had a break in 3, 2, 1.
Squishy. Selena Gomez, of all people, were in one of the shows. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
I was not aware.
Yeah, she's in the show.
I imagine I was like one of the kids.
Yeah, it was one of the kids. How you doing?
Hmm.
How you doing?
Doing alright. Eating breakfast.
Oh, food sounds nice right now.
I got up roughly about 30 minutes ago.
So you're
It's one,
still a little loopy then.
sort of. It's one of those things where like you wake up. Like I wake up at 11. Well, I actually set my alarm for 10:30, but I snoozed it. Like I wake up at 11, and then I get up at 12. Like, you know, it's one of those things.
Let's see here. I'm playing with the color schemes right now.
That purple and pink one kind of like kind of seems like penny stocking like colors. Or Picarto Belt. I don't know that show. I don't watch it.
I don't watch that filthy trash.
But I swear I don't. I mean, maybe I should.
You should. It's funny.
People have nice things to say about it.
This is our fire starter. Let me cancel it. This is what I'm playing with a few different color schemes here. So there's this one. Look at its happy little face. It just wants to see you smile. It wants to know about your day.
I thought it was like a frown at first. Is that his mustache? Oh wait.
It's his tongue.
Is it?
It's his little tongue. It goes bleh.
Oh, I see it.
It goes bleh.
Is that the original color scheme?
This is kind of where I ended the search. Then there's this version that I did.
That looks nice.
And then there's this version. Then there's this version.
Those make the tongue a little more obvious.
Yeah. Then there's this version.
Also, if I'm muted when you ask a question, it's probably because I'm eating.
Oh, okay. You don't want to give us your ASMR?
No. I had to unmute right as you asked that. And then I just started to play with the colors from the actual, like, some of the actual starters. Currently, I'm also playing with some of the color. Some of the color gradients. Just to see it. Yeah, it's a shame that you weren't able to stream the Pokemon game.
The Nuzlocke, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was absolutely looking for a solution. I'm like, all right, here's the plan. There is no plan. It is actually impossible.
yeah,
It physically can't support it.
yeah. It doesn't have the thing to it, right? It has the. It physically doesn't have the
Any sort of
yeah
connection port.
yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm sure there's a solution. Oh, there's no solution. It can't even stream virtually.
I mean, there's emulators, and I tried to use any of those. They did not work.
Yeah. But if you ever need to emulate I was gonna say if you could if you're able to if you wanted to emulate I don't know the older Fire Emblem games, that'd be something. Except I'm pretty sure the emulators don't want you to actually stream it.
Yeah.
No snitching at all.
No, snitches get stitches.
Well, it might be just that it might be just be just don't say which one you're using.
Because again, snitches get stitches. And I don't want to be one of those.
Yeah. Because you don't pirate anything.
Ever. No.
Right.
No, never. That's horrible. Why would you say that?
There was I heard from someone that there's like this site that exists somewhere, and like it straight up said like, oh, if you like this, share it with your friends. And I'm like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Like,
You're
that's how you
dumb.
get caught.
You're dumb. You're
Just
dumb
share
as
on
fuck.
social media. Yeah, very silly. It has to be said.
It's a silly bitty.
That's why I don't use that site, because it's criminal.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You never use it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, penis.
I'm sorry, but
Nudge, nudge.
what smart choice? I didn't make a choice. Like, I didn't choose that pirate site. But what plane crash? There was no plane crash.
Boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Da, 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 da. So question. What do you know about Pokemon and Fakemon? As soon as you unmute.
I know. First of all, that's when last I checked, there's 150.
Uh-huh. This is incorrect now.
Yeah, I gathered. There's Pikachu, Charmander. I'm not gonna list all the Pokemon, no.
Actually, now I'm curious. How many Pokemon are there? As of last year. Oh my god.
I believe, like, if I had to guess, it'd be 600.
It is not.
Is that too high or too low?
Low. Very low. So very low.
Well, I don't have a chance. Alright.
It's like oh sorry, God. You can go ahead and guess.
It's okay, how about let's go a little higher, 1200.
Lower.
3200.
Lower. No, I'm saying to lower the number.
But I mean, like, I've just been stuck there. Like, I have not grown past that. Okay, that's a lie. I think last I checked, it was like something like 175. Let's be generous. Like, cause that was around like the last. I think I really the last the big advertisement I saw, I believe, was like when Eevee came out.
Wow.
Like that was like, you know, on TV and stuff. Like that was like the advertisement.
Right.
Oh yeah, and also I had a Giratina card because it was part of like I believe the McDonald's what's it called, kids meal.
Yeah.
There's that promotion. It also came with like a card, like a deck carrier, but like it's not very worthwhile when you don't have like a deck.
Right.
So yeah. But I did have that Giratina card. I think it was like I don't think it was shiny, but like it was like a promotional thing.
Right. I want to know who the weirdo is that came up with shinies.
Probably not like probably not just like, you know, trading card game guys. It also could have also been like comic book guys, because like from what I understand, shiny covers were like a really big thing, and then it caused like the comic industry to crash, and it's never recovered.
I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
I want to know who the fuck came up with it, shiny Pokemon though. Like, why are so many of them green?
The people like, you know, shiny stuff, and I think green is probably the cheapest. Like just the material.
It's ugly though. Like, look up shiny Espeon.
And when I say shiny, I don't mean like, I don't know if there's like a specific term for shiny Pokemon. I mean like, it had a nice sort of like reflective glint.
No, that's holographic.
No, I'm not sure if it was holographic. I think it was just very like shimmery.
Yeah, that's a holographic card.
I think holographic is a specific thing that like plays with animation or whatever.
So shinies in Pokemon are like they're basically a variation that's of the Pokemon.
It was holographic. It just doesn't change image.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said.
I'm not in the vogue for like hard steps. The holographic to me means like it changes in some way, but I don't know if that's a different thing.
I think that does have a different name, but like I forget what it's called right now.
It is green.
It is very green.
See, this isn't shiny in the slightest. Light sticks to it and not reflects.
So
why is this shiny and that is holographic?
okay, so
do not understand.
in Pokemon, right? In Pokemon, stick with me. It is shiny is in reference to how when the Pokemon shows up, it is not only a different color, but it usually shines. Like it usually like has like a flitter come up, and then it's a different color scheme. Oh, that's a cute one. I'm not gonna lie, that one's pretty cute. So like the shiny in Pokemon for Espeon is green. And some of them will have like a really big difference, like the green versus the purple, and then there's like ones like Garchomp, which is like which it has like basically no variation. It's just like it's a little baby. It's a little baby. Shiny started with red Gyarados. Gyarados is a dickhead. Gyarados is a dickhead for making me hear about how I need to get a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think I like. I like this one. This one's kind of cute, but it like I like this. I like this initially. I think maybe I should take this red and make it a little lighter. Shiny Gyarados is red, by the way. Aww. Okay, I like this. Okay, maybe I can put the purple on that. This is the same purple that they use for the
How Gyarados sort of ruined Pokemon as an actual YouTube video. I'm sure.
I'm sure. I am.
Most videos on YouTube are actually, not all of them. Some are not of any substance at all, even with those low, like, qualifiers. But most are videos.
I'm sure that there's a video out there that's a tutorial on how to properly screw in a light bulb with your 2 toes.
But only cool guys allowed.
Exactly.
I think I said this, but I was muted. I questioned, why is Magikarp red and normal Gyarados is teal when the red Gyarados is like a shiny?
Red Gyarados is a shiny, and then the shiny Magikarp is the Magikarp is actually it's like it's gold. It's
See, that's a shiny color. Red, and like to a lesser extent, green is not a shiny color.
It's less in reference to how they are actually reflective and more to do with the fact that the Pokemon themselves are rare,
They change color.
and they don't like change color, but they do like flash. Like in the older games, it flashed from not being there to being there, and therefore it became shiny. Or no, that's not it. It like had a like it has like an actual animation. Shiny animation Pokemon. All right. So like in newer games, right? It has this like bright, shiny kind of look to it. So I'm gonna share it in the chat real quick. Yeah. In Sword and Shield, it might look different depending on which one it is. The oldest one I can find that I can think of is like from, I think it was from Black and White. I don't know if they did it earlier than that. I know that they have like sprites like that. Oh, nope, I was wrong. There are sprites. God damn it. Give me my sprite. There it is. And like and sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, this is oh, it's shiny because it's blue. It's shiny because it's fucking yellow. It was red before, but now it's blue," and then it gets really complicated.
Like it changes in the light.
It does. It's just like that, but when you go into the fight, it like shines. It has this little shiny animation.
I see. I would argue holographic, I suppose, while more generic, is like those cards seem to exemplify shiny a little more consistently. I will be right back.
I'll be right back. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now, what is your name gonna be?
Ralph.
You can name that when you get the Pokemon, but that's not his name. What is
Okay.
the species name?
Oh, species. I thought this was a pre-existing one.
No, this is not a pre-existing one. This is a Fakemon. This is a Fakemon part of the stream. I accidentally forgot it's on the wrong layer. No, not the wrong layer! That's your. What was your. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Carrots.
You have carrots? Are you a big bunny?
No, well, I might be, but like, but more importantly, I realize I do not get enough fiber, or like, and also just healthy.
Gotta go back in time.
What
Sir,
was the question you were going to ask before I interrupted?
I was gonna ask you, what was your favorite Pokemon growing up?
It might have been Giratina just because that was the only one I owned. Like, actually owned. I might have been basic and just been about like either Pikachu or maybe like Charizard.
Right.
Actually, like, I don't think I knew enough about Mewtwo to like make him to like latch onto him.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
There's always something some people who were more like bigger fans were into.
Sir. The extra detail also looks great. Thank you. I know that you don't technically need a fire type Pokemon to have literal fire on them. In fact, out of the Pokemon that we have, technically only three or four actually have like fire on them as a starter. At least as a first evolution. It kind of changes as it goes, but Mm. I'm trying to challenge myself not to use so many layers as well.
I mean, I mean that's what the layers are there for.
Yeah, but like there's a point where you should be making using the layers that you use. And there's using your own skill to kind of understand what is what. So like how do I put it? I was using multiply layer and overlay layer a little too frequently sometimes, to the point where my lighting wasn't quite right, so I had to kind of work around that.
I understand.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to work a little more on trying to get the look that I want, but to try to understand it and treat it as if I'm drawing normally. Bleh.
Ugh.
Bleh.
I don't know if I ate too many carrots or not enough.
Why not both?
That's fair. Perhaps I ate too much in one sitting and not enough for like my whole life.
Exactly. There you go. There you go, body. So where's the rough round? Where's my brush? Ah, here it is. Okay.
Where are my rough rounds? I specifically requested them. I should eat more carrots, though.
I think
also
everybody
celery,
should eat more vegetables. I think that's just normal. Like, everybody wants to eat more vegetables.
Apparently, some people have a gene where they can like differentiate. They can like smell and taste celery differently.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like apparently, like it causes people to not like it. I think I'm not sure if I have it because it's also the same gene that makes you like not like cilantro because it like smells and tastes like soup.
Cilantro is delicious, and I will defend it with my life.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you'll find it delicious, but like some people have like a gene where like it smells and tastes differently.
Okay.
Like it literally like tastes like it smells a way that people do not that most other people do not like smell. Like it's like yeah, it literally like smells like soap to them.
Those people are wrong. I'm kidding.
It's like it's so strange. It's just like the different like perception. And just bits of fruits for dinner. Oh, nice. Wait, just for dinner? That's all you ate?
Eat more food. More food must be eaten. Consumed. Protein.
The enlightened like yoga teacher is all about protein.
Yeah.
Protein.
Protein.
Sees him walking away, not talking about anything. Shakes his head. Protein.
Protein.
Like he like meditates and thinks like he meditates and manifests like a number in someone's paper, like on someone's like note before they had actually gotten it.
Protein.
It's like Scott Pilgrim and like the vegan powers.
The vegan powers. He has the vegan powers.
Yeah, like, he has power. Because of his vegan diet, he has been granted a phenomenal cosmic power, but only so long as he is vegan. Once he breaks it, it's removed, and also I think he's killed.
Wait, what?
Oh, chicken isn't vegan? It's meat and eggs, bitch.
Oh! I remember. I still think it's so funny when we get to meet him for the first time. That's how he gets defeated. It's not by Scott doing anything. It's by the fact that this man broke being vegan and is dumb as bricks.
I think specifically he got tricked into breaking vegan.
No. So in the movie he does. In the movie he does. In the comic that the movie is based on, what actually happens is that he has been breaking the code of veganism for a while because he doesn't think that chicken and eggs count.
But I see. That's also pretty funny.
I don't know which one's more funny.
But my only question is, how is he not caught before?
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have the evidence.
The vegan police.
From the vegan police, yes. The vegan police are still a thing.
They didn't have evidence. The phenomenal the people who governed the phenomenal cosmic powers of the vegan lifestyle. They didn't have evidence on this guy.
Apparently.
I think it makes more sense why they made it so that Scott tricks him and that's how he defeats him. I feel it makes the vegan police a little less stupid. He was doing fine, but then like his own stupidity is exploited by Scott. He breaks it and he's immediately caught.
It makes so you think it makes the vegan police have like more? It makes them
more intimidating. It makes them more intimidating.
They're just like SpongeBobbing their way through the metal surface.
Immediately, as soon as you break it, they're on you.
The vegan police.
I feel like they only show up if you bartered for cosmic power through the power through the vegan diet. If you're just a normal vegan, they won't do anything. But if you parlayed your way into power, they'll take it away.
God, I couldn't be vegan. I just couldn't.
I mean, I'm optimistic about these new fangled substitutes.
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I feel like for me, the veganism bit of it doesn't. First of all, it doesn't appeal to me. It just doesn't appeal to me. And I think that's a fair statement to have. I feel like that's something that I'm willing to die on. I just don't think I would like the vegan diet.
I also consume far too much dairy.
Yeah, that's
meat. Meat, maybe I could probably, with appropriate substitutes.
You like cheese too much?
I think I like cheese a little too much. Like I literally like. It's just not something I'm used to forgoing because I did try keto and that actually.
Keto, I feel like, is a
appreciable
little
effects.
more. I feel like keto is a little more reasonable.
Well, it's not. It's not a real diet. Well, I mean, it's a real diet. And it worked for me, and I do maintain that. But it's not like. I'm not sure if it's efficacy.
It's less
even though it's
efficacy based and more like it's more dietary based. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of times, like specifically though, I don't mean like veganism where they need to eat this particular diet because it is for their better health. I'm talking about like the people who choose the veganism.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like
the vegans I met, that I've met, in the past, it's mostly for moral reasons and
Yeah.
for very justifiable ones, very ill treatment of you know, of dairy, of just livestock in general.
yeah, and that's also valid.
Also, I genuinely think it does have really good health benefits. It's just that I can't do it.
Well, that's the other thing though. Like there is an efficacy basis for it.
Ethics.
There's ethics involved, but then there's people who kind of come into your house and go like, "Hey, yo, you shouldn't do that because it's bad for the environment." And then there's my mom who's like, "I literally can't have soy."
I mean, I don't factor any of that in
Because
making
soy
decisions
gave
like
me
that.
cancer.
Did it actually?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, she's
How
better now, but it was one of those things where it's it kind of shows you kind of the privilege when it comes to that.
if you don't mind me asking, how does soy give you cancer?
So basically, in the long and short of it, what happened with my mom is that she did consume soy that was already in the diet that interacted with her hormones, because soy has a lot of estrogen in it, right?
Mhm.
And because of those factors, she now has to be extra careful about what she eats because the soy now kind of reacts to her almost like a lactose intolerant.
Okay. That's bizarre.
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the fully rendered little baby. Look at his little face. I will name you Chompo. No.
No. Okay.
I don't know what I would name this one. Originally it had a night theme, so it was called Lancet.
Maybe Ratley.
Ratley.
Not a rat. It's about the tail.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
A lot of transliteration going on. It's kind of lost in translation.
It came out precious as expected. Yes, he is the precious of little boys. These are kind of also the other poses I thought of for this, but I thought this was super. This initial pose where it has the hoods coming up to greet you, and it has its little tail real close to it. It was supposed to be kind of do a little head tilt and a little darling pose where it has its tail right next to its cheek and go leaning it, going aren't I adorable? But as I looked at it, I was like, it doesn't really look. It looks like a single evolution. It didn't look like a normal evolution. So I made the rattle a singular one. I made the hood a little rounder. I also made it made him a little chunky. He's a little chunker. Look at how chunky he is. Let's hear. I do think that he has like his whole thing is supposed to be based on slice of life, and being an extrovert. So I just imagine this is like the Disney kid. This is like the Disney Channel kid.
He's the pet they would have. Like,
Yes.
because every show had a pet at one point.
Yeah, everybody had like at least one pet. It was weird. I mean, like, I don't think it's weird that everybody had a pet.
That's why you're taking it in such dangerous situations.
Right? That's the thing, right? Like, why is the dog climbing on your back and that causes you to somehow destroy the entire grocery store? Like, it'll be shit like that. I do think I like how they rendered the kind of fire bits. It's a nice implication of fire without it having like just straight up a fire element on it.
Who needs that anymore?
But it's still like it has a fire. Okay, I'm looking at the ones on top. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon out of the 9 that literally have fire on them. Slow burn personifications. I like that, slow burn. Let's see here. I don't know what I'm gonna name you. You very clearly have a rattle. You're very clearly a fire type. And I think that he's initially gonna be a mono fire type. I think I put too much of the psychic in mind for this, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it. I talked about this earlier. One of the things that I always critiqued about the game specifically is that there's not really a whole lot of variation when it comes to the game. It's like when it comes to getting the 2 games, right? You get maybe 1 or 2 Pokemon that are exclusive to that one game, and then you have like the box legendary for that game. And then maybe your team changes. But there's not really a whole lot of variation outside of that. So they're supposed to be like whatchamacallit. So there's Oh god, what happened? Ah! I made it multiply. Actually, this is really cute looking, I'm not gonna lie. That's not what I wanted, but it's very cute looking. Maybe that's a shiny. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to do this, and this, and this, and then this, and this, and this. Alright, and then we're gonna play with... Oh. Then we're gonna play with maybe giving it a brown. Let's give it a brown. I don't know, is that gonna be too many colors?
The shading looks rather nice, from what I can tell.
No, but like I'm making it brown now because I know that because it's supposed to, in one game it's supposed to give off that it is a it's supposed to be a ground type, and then the other one is supposed to be a psychic.
Okay.
Make it a little more orangey. Okay, that's better. I actually kind of like this. Although maybe the brown is a little too... Meh. Okay. Let's try to make it that orange. Mm. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. It's cooking something. There's something here. There's something here. But yeah, like I was saying one of the biggest complaints about that I have for Pokemon is that the Pokeballs, or not the Pokeballs, there's not really a lot of variation when it comes to the Pokemon themselves. I feel like you get one Pokemon from one region, and you can get like maybe one or two Pokemon from the other game, and they're exclusive. But it's maybe like 2, 3, maybe 4, and then you get your box legendaries, and then you get your new team, right? So one of the things I wanted to do for the region that I'm thinking about is that that depending on which game you get, your starter's final evolution is different.
Okay.
So in one game you have to do something in order to get the Pokemon to evolve in that game. And that's story relevant.
That could be something.
And
I'm not
ad
sure
is on.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
I'm not sure if is there like would there be a resistance to like, would you normally have to like grind to like have them?
Basically what happens when you have your starter evolve is just that it evolves as you play the game. So there's not really any challenge element other than the fact that you need to get your Pokemon trained up to get to a certain level. One of the barriers in the games that I had to be reminded of is the fact that when you play any Pokemon game, right? The Pokemon are locked at a certain level, so you have to try to beat the whatever gym leader is for that level. With each gym leader, you're able to capture higher level Pokemon. And in the game, it's story-wise, it's portrayed as you are not high enough level. You yourself are not respected by your Pokemon, who's been captured by you because you're too low of a level, which makes them a bitch to use in fights.
So, yeah. So you kind of do have to like grind for XP a bit.
Yeah. In what I think about, yes, you still have, there's elements of that, but in the story, you're trying to find certain items for your professor, or like for this mystery that's going on, and one of the things you find is the object that you would attach to your Pokemon. This could be like story-wise, it comes out and you give it the Pokemon in a short cutscene. Maybe you just kind of like give the Pokemon the item, and then it evolves. But if you go to one game, it evolves into a different thing than if you go into the other game.
Yeah. So like the different companion game.
Yeah. That way your starter kind of has like, it feels like your starter is more entwined with what you're doing.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I like how this one's turning out, actually. I do miss the blue. I do like the blue. But I think that this brown registers as ground type a little better. Or rock type. Rock type a little better. Let's see. Let me look up rock type Pokemon real quick. Okay. It's here. Yeah. Most rock type, some of them have like a blue or a teal, but they're not quite. But I don't think that's relating to their typing as a ground type. A lot of it's like browns and grays, and it looks like some yellows.
Getting that rep in last minute.
Let's see here. I could probably like, what should we name this little guy? What shall we name him?
What about Capra?
Capra?
Like Cobra, but with an A.
You mean like ArtBlock?
I see no resemblance between that creature and the one you have drawn at this very moment. Legally distinct.
It's legally distinct. Let's see here. Fuck. Let's see. I think. Let's see here. Because it eventually grows up to be a fire psychic. Or a fire rock.
What about Slivy?
Slivy?
Slivy. TH.
So like Snivy?
Well, actually, no, because it is not a bird. It is a snake. So it is Slivy.
Dude, I think you need to look at the stream real quick. Can you look up what a Snivy is really quick for me?
Well, I'm looking at the stream, and I see no resemblance to the name of Snivy and the name that I suggested. Okay, maybe the syllables are a bit different. No, maybe they're a bit similar. What is this?
Pythran. Python. It's like very clearly a cobra.
I mean, when has that stopped? Pokemon names.
Who? What about Hubra?
What about Ophi?
Ulfi?
Ophi. Like an ophidian, a snake.
Okay. I think we're cooking with something. Hold on.
I am a Frenchman.
O-P... What?
Ophi. Ophi.
Offie. Offie, bruh? No, that's snake.
Well, wait, that's brilliant. Ophi, bro.
What about...
It's not just a snake. It is a...
What about Offie Burr?
That makes that has no relation to anything.
What? Why?
Are
you?
Offie,
Sorry,
Offie bra suggests like Offie and bra from Cobra, but Burr means nothing.
Burr is short for burn. Offie burn.
Sure.
Offie burn.
I like Offie bra better, though I'm sure that'll be like memes to hell. But that's
Bruh.
That's better. Offie bra.
Its soundbite is like bruh.
Like just a high pitched like
Brah!
talk, like
Bruh. Bruh. It's bruh. Offie bruh. Let's hear. It's an extrovert. It's based off slice of life. Mm.
He's
And
real offy bro.
so here, I'm gonna look up snake things. Actually, cobra things. Oh, wait, what about Afka?
Yeah.
Afika. Or no, no.
That could work as well.
Let's see. Because Afi is snake, right?
Mhm.
So we need to put the fire in there, like fire snake.
Fine.
Snake. Let's see. No, I don't want to play snake.
Offigna. So Offi IGNA. Well, so it's Offi GNA. Offina. Ignis. It's a play on spelling more.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Let's look up some synonyms for fire.
Some cinnamons.
Cinnamon. Fire synonyms. Okay. Oh, what is that? No, that wouldn't be good.
There are more fires in more ways than one.
Right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Fire projectile. No, I'm just talking about like fire. On fire. Here we go. Oh, what about Firpent?
No, that sounds stupid. I like it. Spell it with an I. Firpent.
Ooh, Firpent. Okay. What are you spelling it like as a IE or an EI?
Just I.
Oh, just the I.
Yeah.
Firpent.
Excellent.
Firpent is in reference to a word for serpent and has serpent in it, but it also sounds like fervent, which is displaying a passionate intensity.
And also fire.
And also fire. Ignited sounds like a good start. So I like Firpent. Firpent. The happy Pokemon. Or hold on, the passion Pokemon. No. Fuck. Oh, the greeting Pokemon?
Greetings, Ed.
Hello.
Baby! Give me cuddles!
I have so many popped out screens I couldn't tell who joined.
Cuddles!
I had to scroll up.
Oh, the Ashari's looking nice.
Yee. His name is Firpent.
Firpent?
Firpent.
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 Fire serpent.
Fire serpent. It also
See, it works perfectly.
and then it also comes from the word fervent, which means to display passionate intensity.
not spelled that
Okay.
way, but like it works. It's pronounced similarly.
E.
What type did you go for in the end with this thing then?
So, I'm trying to stick with the fire psychic, or the fire psychic fire rock.
Okay. Okay.
Like we talked about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I actually got the art style pretty close. I think that the lines could be a little cleaner. But as far as like getting it close enough, I think this came out really cute.
Oh, good. Glad you're happy.
It's Firpent, the greetings Pokemon.
The greetings. That's a nice one.
Cause it's so happy to see you.
And in your case, you're very happy to see it.
Yay! Look at its sweet little face. It gives warm hugs with its flappies.
I'm fairly certain they're not called flappies.
I am almost positive they're not called flappies. I think it's called a hood, but I actually don't know if it's called anything else. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah. What is a cobra's hood called?
Is there another name for a cobra's hood? Let's hear.
I'm sure it's considerably more scientific.
It's just
Yeah.
called a hood.
Scientific name is a hood.
Yep, the scientific name is a hood. Oh, this is interesting. Apparently, it expand the hood is actually extra ribs.
Oh,
Ribs.
Those are like extra ribs. Yes,
Interesting.
I actually want to. Is it weird if I say I kind of want to see a cobra skeleton now?
Considering it's you and you like snakes, not really.
I doubt it's as meaty.
I know it's definitely not. But ho!
I'm going to say it's mostly like sharks, and then it's like cartilage.
It's definitely a thing.
Well, yeah, it's a thing.
I'm hoping that this isn't just like because there's a lot of
They kind of are. It kind of is like ribs.
yeah, they're very
It's a snake.
rib. It's very rib-like.
Hang on, let me have a
Oh
look.
wait, they're snakes. He's all rib.
Yeah, but like you're expecting it to be like a separate thing.
Don't you mean it's all spine?
I mean, yeah, it would be all spine, but like
What did you put in? Cobra what?
cobra skeleton.
Over snake skeleton.
Oh, okay.
You can tell like the props that are like, it's just a normal cobra, but like the hood is like solid and made of bone. It just looks so much more fake now. This is what a real cobra looks like.
It honestly looks like the inspiration for what they thought for Subnautica for a couple of the Leviathans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks wild.
Why the fuck can you buy a king cobra skeleton on Etsy?
Probably because it is a taxidermy.
Alright, there's a
You can taxidermy them.
Yeah, but on Etsy of all things.
Yeah, they sell some fucked shit on Etsy.
Yeah.
Also, Idea Maker says hi.
Yeah, there's a lot of like. There's also a lot of cobras in India.
Oh, Eager.
Well, at
Eager
least
would be
they-
better. The Eager Pokemon. I like that better. Greetings Pokemon sounds like he like does other things at the store. Like I don't know. For some reason I feel
Give him a monocle and a top hat.
Greetings.
Hello there, dear trainer.
To be fair,
He's a
like
breeder.
to be fair, that is like one of the first people you find on the Indiana Jones ride. Remember when we
The
walked?
snake with the top hat.
No, not the snake with the top hat, but we met like the guy who like guides you in. He has like a British accent and a mustache, and he goes like, "Hello, adventurers! Welcome to the."
Indiana Jones ride.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sir Hammerlock at your service.
Yeah, it's like that. So the eager Pokemon.
Also, the greeting Pokemon makes me think he works at Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get in my head, out of my head, going like, he sounds like he would be great at like Walmart greetings. Like, hi, how are you?
Although you have to get it right.
Hey,
because
Twist.
He would, because you have to get it right, because if he was in there, then he'd be coming up to her going, greetings.
Greetings. No, it has like a worse lisp.
Welcome to Walmart. Yeah, he has to avoid saying S words.
Yeah.
Welcome to Walmart.
But it's a baby.
Have a good day.
It's a baby though, so he has a little baby voice. He has a little high pitch Elmo.
We have an item on clearance. Hammerlock is the best guy or one of them around.
Yes, for context, Hammerlock is a character from Borderlands
Mm.
who
Okay.
fixes your robot companion's eye by turning it 3 times to the right and then just slapping him in the face.
That's funny. Alright. So, Firpent. The eager Pokemon. Firpent may... la la la, la la la, Firpent's world.
Oh, God.
It's too funny.
This isn't getting any better.
No, it's not. Give him little Elmo voice.
No, I'm not giving him an Elmo. I'm not giving a snake an Elmo voice.
But give him an Elmo voice.
Alright, what do I say?
Everything's on clearance. Fuck.
Everything's on clearance. Fuck.
Yay.
Oh god. Okay, I don't know if this is real or not.
Okay.
But in the text chat thing.
Alright. Let me see. No, that's not real.
I was gonna say, because I've heard of conjoined skeletons with snakes before. Like that is a thing.
Yes, but this is not. That's not real. You can see the You can easily see the difference. And oh my god, I just realized Twist's eye gif right above that.
Hi.
Hi. Who the fuck punched the hole? Elmo, what the fuck? Elmo, what the fuck? Firpent.
I'm getting distracted. I can't look these things up.
Elmo
Because
doesn't like that you close the door on Elmo, so Elmo made Doral to say hi.
Why does Elmo speak in the third person all the time, though?
Because Elmo is 8. Actually, I think Elmo is like 4, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Hold on.
I mean, since it came out in like the 80s, isn't
How
he like
old
46 or something?
Is Elmo? Elmo is 3.5.
Good fucking lord.
He has been 3.5 since the 60s.
Oh god, he's as old as my mother then.
Oh, Lord.
3 3/4. He's been 4 for 30 years. If a secondary typing is rock, that wouldn't. Then wouldn't that mean? Wouldn't that mean what?
That would mean that it would be 4 times weak to water.
Wait, would
This
it?
was the Yes, because water is weak against rock.
Right, that's the conversation we had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this was literally the conversation we had yesterday before I went away to Pokemon D&D. So you have to make sure that either that Pokemon goes away to the other one,
Mm-hmm.
the other game where the other starter isn't. Actually, even that the water type would have a massive advantage over it.
Okay, so then how would we fix that? Because we could do rock, but we could also do flying. I don't want to do dragon. I feel like dragon would be a little too OP for the balance.
I mean, dragon isn't a starter for that reason, really.
Yeah, exactly. Let me look up the original one we had here. Here it is. So we have fire, Zoe's pet rock. I hate myself now. So the original typing that we have for the first game is grass fairy, water fighting, and fire psychic.
Okay.
And then the second one is grass ground, water steel, fire rock.
Mm. Did you say water steel?
Yes.
Okay, because that's very close to the Sinnoh range, because if it was firefighting, then it would be perfectly balanced like Sinnoh starters are.
Mm.
Because that's just Torterra, Empoleon, and Infernape.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So, but if I stick to the poison typing, it's going to be weak against everybody, but it would still balance out with the rock.
How would it be balanced? How would it be weak against everybody?
Because grass poison is not only very common, it's also incredibly weak.
Yes, but also grass is weak to poison.
Okay.
So then the grass type would have a twice 2 disadvantage on it.
Okay, I found a way to try to do this. Okay, so defense wise, and this is gonna be a solo, so we're doing grass. Let's start with the fire type, just to try to keep it so that we don't have to like keep switching around. Okay.
We're doing grass.
Let's see. We're doing fire psychic. Okay. It is 2 times weak against ground and rock, ghost, water, and dark.
The dark.
The dark. And then
Okay.
fire rock 4 times weak against both ground and water. So that's probably not great.
Okay, Hunt.
Yeah.
For the D&D that I'm running, I made this. This will help you.
Okay. I did the thingy, and I'm look at the thingy, and that is not what I'm looking for, but that is a really big chicken.
What?
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all the chickens!
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't send you anything chicken related.
I have other chats. Okay. So
I mean, you have your story and she has hers.
okay, so fire is half
Thank
half
you, Tipper. Thank you.
Alright.
I had the joke in my mind, but I wasn't gonna say it out of politeness.
That's a lot of look at all those chickens. Let's see here. So water. Okay. Water and fire are half effective against each other. Then grass and fire. So it's weak too, but water it's weaker too somehow. That makes.
What?
Huh?
What is weaker to what?
I'm very confused by this. Sorry. Trying.
What? I didn't understand what you said.
Okay. So in this, it's saying that fire is half effective against fire.
Yes, fire is half effective against fire because fire and fire basically just cancel each other out.
It's half effective against water,
Yes, because water is super effective against fire.
right? Water against fire is twice effective, and then
Yes.
but then it's okay. Sorry, the thing was confusing me for a second.
Okay, the right-hand side that says attacking type is attacking the defending type. So
Mhm.
whatever type you go to, go across it on the right, and that will count, and that will say what the damage against it will be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, none of these are helpful right now. The water is our biggest. The water is the biggest one. That's an issue right now. The only thing that balances it out is the dragon type. Because if it goes against the water type, it's going to be twice weak against water.
Damn, that's good.
Squishy butt.
I mean, this model that I'm working on now, it's like I haven't put them together for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
so I've only just started to put them together now, and it's like, holy shit, this is taking form beautifully.
Okay, the rock type is what. So the rock type is what we're worried about right now. It's okay
I'm
that.
not worrying about it.
I'm trying to make it balanced. But it's hard.
Oh, I'm very aware.
It's hard, like my dick.
What dick?
My dick.
It's a submarine.
It's quite a large dick.
What's it like riding my dick?
17 years. 17 years will held off on that joke.
Almost as big as my dick.
Hell, I don't think she gets the reference.
No, I do not.
It's from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Master Roshi, that's what he calls his like submarine in the bad future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he calls it the SS Madick.
SS my dick.
And he never commented on it for like 17 years. Of like there being like a bad future until like that moment.
And then he just adds the question, and then he just asks the question, what's it like riding my dick?
It was like, well, you didn't answer my question. It's tight and it's damp.
Let's hear. There's already a dark type.
There are many dark types.
Okay.
I did mention Garatina earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
That was like the
Yes.
only one I owned. And
The
that was because it
Pokemon
was-
Devil.
I don't know if it was McDonald's or Burger King that had the promotion.
Burger
I
King,
don't think they'll-
Burger,
I don't
Burger
think
King
they'll
did the
ever do it.
Pokemon stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I know that it was a place that had like a play area.
Yeah. Alright, so this is how it goes then. It goes Piplup is water steel. Totodile is just water. Sobble is just water. Oshawott is, I believe, evolves into water fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Froakie turns into water dark. Blastoise is water. Poplio is water fairy. Squirtle is... Oh, hang on. Yeah, Mudkip, it goes water ground. Quagsley is, I think, right, is also water fighting. There's not a lot of variations when it comes to water types.
So right now what we can be flexible with is our water type and our fire type, because those are the ones that we're having the biggest issue with.
Well, that's to make it balanced, but like I said, you got to make it balance in one game so it's okay in the next game.
Yeah. So
No one Pokemon is superior over the other.
exactly. In the first game, it's Fire Psychic, and that's twice effective. It takes twice damage from water, and then half damage from grass. Grass Fairy. takes 4 times damage to poison type moves. Is twice effective against gets twice effective from fire types. And psychic takes 1, so it's 3 times effective.
Yes.
And then it takes 100. Wait, should I be doing this by offense or defense? Probably offense.
Yeah, I was gonna say offensively, you're causing the damage.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do fire. Okay, so there we go. That makes things a little easier. Let's go with Grass Fairy first. Grass Fairy. And then the Grass Fairy, it deals it's twice effective against water and dragon and dark. Deals, and then it's weaker against poison, steel, and fire. And then with it deals 1 to psychic, but psychic, flying, bug, and basically everyone else. So your grass ground deals twice damage to poison, ground, rock, steel, fire, water, and electric.
Personal opinion, nothing will beat the best typing matchup.
What?
And it is my favorite typing matchup.
What?
Ghost Dark.
Mm.
There is only one type that is super effective against only one of those types. Because the others are super effective against themselves, but since they also have the other typing, they cancel each other out.
Right. If I go back to grass poison on the grass starter, then it might balance it out. But we'd have to change the steel to something else. It's here, and then with shit, this fuck.
Now you know what. Now you know the pain I was dealing with for 2 years.
I mean, honey, I know you're dealing with the pain. I did it too a while ago, but it's a little different now. Oh god. All right. Wait, what happened? What did you think? The boobs! I got booped. I got the boobs. The boobs, the boobs, the boobs.
You do have the boobs.
Boobs! Water steel.
You don't have the boobs. Oh no, it's not redeemed it. You have the boobs.
Boop! Let's see her. Water steel is effective against fire and fairy, and deals normal damage against grass. Water fighting would deal twice damage to fire, dark, rock, ground, and steel, and deal one times damage to basically everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these has to change. Which one has to change?
Are those all the ones that are going in group 1?
In group 1, it's Grass Fairy.
Okay.
We're gonna run around in circles for a minute, everyone. Which is twice effective against fighting, ground, rock, water, dragon, and dark. And then water fighting, which deals twice damage against normal, ground, rock, steel, fire, ice, and dark. And then we have fire psychic, which deals twice damage to fighting, poison, bug, steel, grass, and ice.
Okay. That sounds good.
That sounds balanced?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now we need to change the rock, supposedly.
Yes, the rock one is what is holding it back.
Right. And the second one is going grass, ground, which is twice effective against poison, ground, rock, steel, fire, water, and electric. Water, steel, which is twice effective against ground, rock, fire, ice, and fairy. And then we have our little redheaded stepchild, which is fire, rock, and that goes twice effective against flying, bug, steel, fire, grass, and ice.
This is gonna sound very, very bad, but if you wanted to make it balanced, you might have to end up it being fire poison.
I mean, fire poison is probably gonna, and is probably it's a cobra, so fire cobra, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that.
Because poison is twice effective against grass, half effective against ground, so that balances that one out. It has no effect on steel types, but normal on water.
Okay. So we're changing this from being fire rock. Hold on, I need to do the thing. Where's it? Where's the thingy? There it is. Fire. Number 2 will be fire poison. Admittedly a little what's the word?
A little on the nose.
A little bit, but like also it's a cobra.
Yeah.
Alright, and this means I can keep the blue that it had before.
I mean, realistically, yeah.
It had the Cyndaquil color.
I mean, not every evolution needs to be. Not every evolution that you have out there needs to be the next greatest thing, which is the best anyone's ever seen.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sir, and now I can put this back.
By the way,
yes.
Did Ed ever tell you about there's like a cobra hunt thing that happened a long time ago in India? So back when the British controlled India, they tried getting rid of cobras because they kind of bite people at times. So they put out a bounty for cobras to for people anyone in the countryside could hunt and kill cobras and turn them in for a reward. However, even though there's a lot of cobras being killed, the population of cobras haven't been going down. And when they investigated, they realized people were farming cobras and breeding them, so that they could eventually they could kill them and turn them in, and but they still have cobras to turn in. So they decided to immediately end it. But that was a bad idea. What they should have done was say, oh, we're gonna stop the bounty within this time period once this date has passed. So if you have any cobras, turn them in. They didn't do that. They just said, okay, we're immediately stopping the cobra bounty. So all the cobra farmers dumped their cobras into the wild, which meant there was now more cobras than there were when they started.
Okay, there's. Look at that pretty blue.
That's almost as funny as the Emu War.
Almost.
The Emu War will always be infinitely funny. There's nothing.
Yeah. Australia declares war on the emus. They
and loses.
And loses. Okay.
That was not a defeat, Bart. That was a phase withdrawal. And why'd they make you build that statue?
Okay, so Firpent, the eager Pokemon. Firpent has an hyperactive energy that warms the rooms they enter.
It is the life of the party. It is the life of the Poke Party.
When too excited, it's known to burn its trainer with its warm hood hugs.
So
No.
you're saying that this Pokemon is from the hood.
Alright, hold on. Also, nya.
What?
Nya.
No what?
Nya.
No what?
I realized I spelt known wrong. I spelt none instead of known. It's known to when it's too excited, it's known to burn trainers with its hugs using its hooded flaps.
So this Pokemon is from the hood.
I swear to God.
He walks up to him and goes, "Break yourself."
Oh my God.
Did you just reinvent Serpentious?
Serpentious isn't a fire type. He's a squishy type.
He's a Stamper type.
He's a stamper type.
Well, I'm in the original voice actor.
Alright, then I have to make, I have to make the second, because it's 2 games. I'm sticking with the names only because I don't have any other names that are good.
For what?
For no other names for what the Pokemon would what the name of the game would probably be.
Okay.
So it's Hollow and Gold.
And it's Disney themed.
Yes. It's in reference to their anniversaries where they did a whole like gold and silver theme for every anniversary that they had. Because I can't use silver. This Pokemon... Okay. This Pokemon has a tendency to get overexcited
And be a
To-
little bit.
to meet people. So much so that some trainers find it hard to get Firpent to train.
How hard is it?
It's so hard.
And then that platypus from yesterday comes up. Oops. Who left this yaoi paddle here?
That's her. Find it hard to train it when all it wants to do is go into warm areas.
Of your pants.
Heh. But I like this. I like this Pokemon. This is so cute.
I'm hoping that you like it, that Pokemon.
He's cute. He's a cute little bean.
These are your designs, so you should hopefully like them.
I would like to like them. I'm still kind of like I'm really having trouble with thinking about the platypus one. I feel like the snake is easier, the hummingbird's easier because I feel like I did a pretty good conceptual art of that to begin with. Like it was a solid line. But I feel like with the platypus one, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. It was just kind of like, eh.
I mean, the snake is at least just one animal.
Right.
Yeah, as opposed to like, what's it called? As opposed to like the platypus, which is like quite a few.
Yeah. It's like it's like a beaver. It's a duck. It's poisonous. It's fucking jellyfish. It's got like a fucking.
What?
It's poison. It glows in the dark.
But what's that got to do with a jellyfish?
Jellyfish also glow in the dark.
Yep, so do possums.
Do possums? Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember? They glow pink.
Yes, I do. I made an OC about it. I don't know. Here's a question, baby. Which would you pick this one as your starter? I know your go-to is usually fire types anyway, but
I don't know. I've never tried a snake starter before, so it'd be interesting.
me.
The thing that normally gets me though is always the mid and the last evolution.
So you can't make your decision until you see those.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, these are what the starters look like initially from the concept. I think next time I'll work on a bit of the grass starter. But as far as like, you can definitely tell I have more of a solid idea of what I want to do with the grass type in comparison.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah. But everybody had like such a fun time with the fire starter appearance. I was like, you know what? Let me just start with that first.
Fair enough.
Look at his sweet little face. I want to boop him. I want to boop his little face.
What's stopping you?
Because he's through the screen and I want one. A distinguished little gentleman.
Distinguished little gentleman.
Eee.
Oh yeah, you got the snake's design that you wanted.
Yes. Are you all happy now? Are you happy with your little snakey? Let's see here. But yeah, Firpent. I think this is definitely gonna give me like a better idea of what I want the next evolutions to be. If it's gonna be fire, poison, and fire psychic. Seer. I want to hug the snake. The snack.
Hi, the snack.
The snack. Let's see here. I definitely think this is also a big improvement versus the first time I had to go around with this.
Oh yeah?
Because this is the original line, and this is our new fire starter.
Twisted fire starter.
Starter.
Eh.
You see it? Difference.
Are you doing this in screen share?
I believe I have a screen share.
Oh yeah.
It was a horse. It was a horse.
It's the horses.
They're horses. Goes up to be a dragon. Or grows up to be a knight that kills the dragon.
Realistically, though, the more important question is, are you happy?
I am happy. I am much happier with this design. I feel like it has a more solid idea behind it. I think that it has like a better design, and I feel like it looks like a Pokemon. That's the other thing.
What, didn't you think the other one looked like a Pokemon?
Okay, so part of it felt like a Pokemon. The eyes were very similar. I took inspiration with the fire from the original type of Pokemon fire that would come out of like Ponyta.
Okay, fair enough.
But I think it's the addition of like the extra clothing bits that don't really translate into Pokemon. It kind of leans more into Digimon at that point. Whereas this has like a little more of a concentrated look and a concentrated design. As well as like incorporating kind of that natural element to it. D. Let's see here. Next time I will be working on the grass starter. This, for right now, I'm really happy with. I think that the psychic element is there. The poison is there. I think that if I was choosing this versus like the other two, I'd probably go for this one initially. But my second go around would still be the grass starter.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I could probably like add a few things to this, to the fire in the hood. You hush.
I'm literally not saying anything.
I heard your mind. What's up?
The only thing,
Like,
the only thing my mind is is this color palette working?
For your figure?
Yes.
I think it's
And so
working.
far, yeah, well, I've made additions to it, and my god.
Oh, okay.
Let's look.
Seer.
what I was gonna something I was gonna say about like the hood for the Cobra, like being the scientific name for it. The scientific name for being like stretched by like a black hole from like the gravitational pull is spaghettification.
No, that isn't. No, that is an actual phrase.
I know it is. That's what makes it funnier.
So this would be pets. Timber Mountain Twister.
Pet.
Pet.
Let's see here. I'm gonna make it have like just little bits. Oh, I hug you too, Twist. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm just adding like little bits to it. I imagine this probably would be a bitch to animate though.
I mean, they might.
There we go. The little bits in it. Kind of looks like strawberries now, but it's still cute.
Strawberry.
Strawberries. Yum. Let's see here. There we go. It has like its little cinders now. So Firpent, the eager Pokemon. Firpent has a hyperactive energy that warms the rooms they enter. When too excited, it's known to burn trainers with its hugs using its hooded flaps. This Pokemon has a tendency to get overexcited to meet people, so much so that some trainers find it hard to get Firpent to train when all it wants to do is go into warm areas. I want to... Should I just say warm hugs?
Could a snake hug?
They can squeeze. It can squeeze.
Maybe not Cobra specifically.
They can squeeze, though.
Yes.
They just can't squeeze to the same capacity as, like, a python or a boa constrictor.
I mean, realistically, everything can squeeze.
Yeah. Everything has the capacity to squeeze. Alright. I think I'm going to end the stream here then, if I'm just done with this. Because if I try to start on any of the other water or grass starters for their first evolutions, I will probably end up being here for a lot longer. So let's see who we can raid. And also thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Let me see who's up around. Oh, we have a pony tuber who has a raffle going on. So maybe you guys will like that. Their name is Mary Married Mare. Married Mary Mare. She is also drawing. I think. Oh my gosh, what is she using? I'm not sure what she's using. But I hope that you guys have fun with her. Be nice and cause as much chaos as possible. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.